Hello everyone, I'm Brian Dragon and welcome back to Microsoft Ancient Lands. Today's guide, Brasidas, a Spartan boy. Let's get started.
Hey you! How did you get in here? What's the password? Well, okay, I guess I can let you in, but you better not try anything. I may be just a kid, but I've already had a few years of military training, you know. Everything's kind of peaceful these days anyway. The Olympics are about to start and there's a truce all over Greece so the athletes can get to Olympia. Oh, my name's Brasidas. No, I'm not old enough to compete yet, but someday I will, and I'll win too. Look, if you want to stick around, click me and I'll teach you about Sparta, the toughest part of Greece.
Ha!
Everyone here's a warrior. All the guys, I mean. Our cities don't have walls, 'cause we don't need any. We're always on alert and ready to fight to the death to defend ourselves. And it's not just Athens we have to watch out for. All these slaves around here, we have to keep an eye on them too. They've started revolts more than once, and it's not easy to keep them in line.
Yeah, that's pretty much the reason the Spartans were more defensive than anything else.
Here in Sparta, people have kids for one reason, to make sure there's always enough soldiers. That means there's no room for weaklings. Guess what happens to every new baby? Well, the parents take it to the city leaders. Those guys make sure it's healthy, and if it's not, it's left outside of town to die. But I was strong. As soon as I turned 7, I went off to military school. Nah, girls stay home. But they have to exercise a lot and stay strong too, so they'll have healthy babies when they get married. Around here, we don't have much time for kid games. Sure, a lot of us learn to read so we can follow orders, but we don't waste time on poetry and philosophy like Athenian boys. We're too busy training and fighting. Every once in a while, we sing and dance or go hunting just to keep our spirits strong. But nobody fools around with pottery or carpentry. That stuff's for slaves. Those big feasts you've heard about, they're for softies like those rich kids in Athens. I barely get enough food to live on. The instructors say if we're hungry, we should just find more food on our own, even if we have to steal it. But if you sneak off to some farmer's field, you better not get caught. Last year, a farmer nabbed a guy in my unit. When he got back to camp, the instructors beat him, just to teach us a lesson about being taken prisoner. The guy died a couple days later. We spend most of our time naked and barefoot. That's so we stay used to the cold. And we only bathe a couple of times a year, but I still care about how I look. See, my hair's long, but it's neat. When I'm 12, I'll get one cape to wear. But when I'm 20, I'll join the real army and I'll get a bright red cloak and plumed helmet. Girls my age don't have many clothes either. Usually short dresses, not like those long things girls wear in other places. I guess I'll marry one of them after I grow up and finish a couple of tours of duty away from home. Then I'll pick a wife who is just as tough as I am. That way our sons will become strong and powerful warriors like me. Nope, I'll still have to live in the barracks. My wife will stay home by herself most of the time, except for our kids, of course. We have to fight while we're pretty young, but I can't visit the marketplace to vote until I turn 30. All Spartan men are equals, you know. We're the only real citizens around here. We rule some of the people who live nearby, too. They live in their own villages and can serve in our army, but the people that we took this land from are our slaves.
Slaves you live in fear of.
You think I'm scared to go into battle? I can't wait! See, before a big fight, we sacrifice a goat, play songs, and put on wreaths of flowers. No, we don't use a bunch of fancy weapons, and we don't ride on horses. We march like men and fight with spears. Well, I guess I am a little nervous. Sometimes when we're practicing, those long spears break, and boy, then you're really in trouble. Look, I've got to report into my commander, and you better get moving before somebody else asks you the password. Not everybody's as nice as me, you know. Click me to pick another tour. Yeah, I'll see you around.
And that was Brasidas. Anyway, that would be all for today. I'm Brian Dragon signing out. Stay straight!